Okay, wait. That's what's going on here. Where the frick? Okay, what the heck is happening here? Where's my settings? System. That's not what I was looking for. My computer. That's what I'm looking for. Seriously. you kidding me? That's what's been going on. Dude. What the fuck is happening? Okay, hold on. Let's do all this countdown.
Just start getting paid. Our recommendation is that you get at least 200. See the products here, the skincare kit, and at least our Pro Tandem Nerf 1 and our basic kit, and you're going to be getting paid right away just by signing up here. But if you want
My gosh. Okay, seriously? What's happening?
Pro 8. I'm excited to be with you guys. I'm out of the LifeVantage corporate office. We're going to be talking about the different package options that come into the business. I'm also going to teach you how to think the way an entrepreneur thinks, how to maximize making money. Here's the different package options that we have. To invest in the business, you have package number one. It's a silver package, $350. $350, you're going to get $340 worth of product at wholesale price. You're also going to have access to a website, some sampling products, as well as business tools. The total value of this package is $390. It's a $40 savings to come in on the silver pack. You look at the gold pack. The gold pack is $650. Product is $635. You'll also be included into a training program, it's a $300 training program ticket. That's a $985 value, and the savings is $335. If you come and look at the Platinum Pack, the Platinum Pack is $1,250. You're getting over $1,300 in product. You're also getting 2 tickets to our training program. Total value is $1,960 with a savings of $710. Okay, now thinking the way that an entrepreneur thinks. This might look good from a savings point, but you need to be thinking about what's going to make you the most money. If you're looking at this as a business, this one right here creates more volume and gives you the potential for more money. Let me ask you first question. Question number 1, if I could show you a way to invest $1,200 into a business opportunity and 30 days later it would net you or return you $2,400, would that be a good investment? Question number 2, if I could show you a way that you would invest $200 a month into health promoting products that you saw value in, that you would consume yourself, that would return you $500 a month. Every single month that you did this, it would return you this. Would that be something good to do every 30 days? And the reason why I'm asking you that is because I'm going to show you how in your first month of doing business, how you would invest into what package to choose and how to maximize the compensation plan to return you the type of numbers I just put on here. All right, in business, if we're going to maximize making money, let me show you the monies that are available to you. If you become a distributor at any of these package options, you sign somebody up on the silver pack, the company will return you a $100 commission check. On the gold pack, if you sign somebody up on that pack, it'll return you a $200 return or commission check. And on the platinum pack, it will return you $400. Now, obviously, this one right here is going to give you the better return. If we're going to go out and identify team members that are going to join you in business, in order to return you the $2,400 that I illustrated in question number 1, it would take you 24 team members to return you $2,400 in that example. In the gold pack, if you're going to get option number 1 of investing in $1,200 and returning you $2,400, it would take you 12 team members to join you in business to make the $2,400. If you look over here at the platinum pack, at a $400 return, it is 6 team members to join you in business would return you $2,400. Now, the reason why I illustrate this is because it is less for more. And this is all about leverage. It's about working smarter, not necessarily just harder. This one here is going to be a lot more activity and effort to return the exact same. So if you want to maximize making money, this package right here from a business standpoint is the best investment you can make. Now, over to question number 2, investing $200 in products that are health promoting that you yourself would take to net you or return you $500 every single month. Our goal is to help people achieve this their first 30 days in business. A little bit harder to do it here, but this is obtainable here. You find 6 business partners that join you in business in your first month, it is over 6,000 in volume. 6,000 in volume would make you a rank Pro 3. And if you look at our earnings and claims statement in our compensation plan, an average Pro 3 in our business makes an average of little over $500 a month. The point being is if we can position people in their first month in business to be truly profitable, not only here on their initial investment, but on their monthly overhead of building their business moving forward, $200 a month to net you that or return you $500. We keep and retain our folks that are doing business because they're always in a profitable state, just getting started. So hope that helps you out. The next video is going to show you how residual income works and why it's so powerful in this business.
Hey, checking in. How's your business going?
Hey, the kids want to know when you'll be home. I'm really sorry.
Hey, listen, maybe owning a business is too much to handle right now.
You gave up a steady paycheck to chase this dream. Maybe it's not worth it.
Do you have any idea how hard it is these days to find new clients?
What do you know about managing people?
It's great you took the risk, but it's time to admit it's not working.
I know you're passionate about this. I know you gave it your best shot, but maybe it's time. Maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time to get a real job.
This is Lucid Chart. It's a visual workspace that helps you see the big picture. And I don't mean big picture like that bad family portrait you have on the wall. I mean big picture like who's doing what on your team. How are you going to get the next sale?
Oh man.
Morning, everybody. My name's Ryan Goodwin. This is Tech Tuesday. It's when we give you the digital download for LifeVantage, everything that's happened in the last week and everything that's going to be coming up in order to use technology to build a competitive edge for as a LifeVantage distributor. We have a big goal, and our goal is to make it as easy to build a LifeVantage as it is taking an Uber, and we're getting a step closer to that goal week in, week out. So last week, we had a call to action. We wanted to get more of our Platinum Pack purchasers in the United States to actually qualify for auto-assigned customers. And you guys have been delivering, which is totally awesome. We now have 63 distributors qualified to earn customers currently. Now, to just go over real quickly, there are 4 requirements in order to qualify to earn an auto-assigned customer. The first one, you need to be Platinum Pack qualified, which means you either bought a Platinum Pack or you've upgraded to a Platinum Pack. Second, you need to have an active subscription order. Now, this can be an order for anything. It just needs to be active, which means that when the date comes up for the recurring shipment to happen, that shipment will happen. Does that make sense? One active subscription order. Next, you need to be within 60 days of your enrollment as a distributor date. There's no other date and there's no way to reset that date. So you need to be within 60 days of the day that you became a distributor. And lastly, you need to be business building in the app. That means you're not just logging into the app on a daily basis. It means that you are doing the things that the app is telling you to do, which includes adding contacts and sharing things with those contacts. And once the algorithm has seen that you've done enough activity, meaning building your business, adding contacts, telling the app who you want to talk to, and then actually sharing things with those people, once you've done enough activity and you're this close to locking your own accounts, that's when the algorithm then qualifies you to earn those customers, assuming that you fall within the other 3 rules. Now, right now we have 63 distributors that are on that list, and we are giving double-digit customers every day to those distributors that have earned those customers. So if you do quick math, we're even with the number of distributors that we have qualified right now, they're still earning in between 4 and 5 customers once they qualify. Now, when you qualify, we guarantee you to get at least 1 customer that you didn't have to find. Now, we do this because we can actually see who's building their business and who isn't. If you're building through the app, which is exactly why business building activity is the absolute key to using these properly. Now, what we hope to be able to do is to get more of your network that actually join your business to start building their business right away. And if we can get more people into the race, so to speak, we believe that we'll be able to get more people to cross that first finish line, which is earning their first commissions. And when I say earning, I mean the accounts that they create. Now, by using these customers, what we hope to do is incentivize both those things. We want to get more people into the race, because we got more people in the race, we want more people to be earning their commissions. And the data is showing that that is happening. But we'll know for sure when we continue to get more and more distributors qualified that are coming to group as of right now. So today we thought it'd be fun, since there's still a lot of people that don't know what kind of content we have on our YouTube channel. We thought it would be helpful to show you what we have on the YouTube channel and how to navigate it and how to find some of the most popular video content that we have available for both our distributors and, of course, for customers and our potential prospects. So let me share my screen here. Okay, actually, I should probably back. Well, right here, to get to the LifeVantage page on YouTube, first you would do a search for LifeVantage on YouTube. So you can see we're on YouTube. I just typed in LifeVantage into the search bar on YouTube. And as you can see, this top result is actually LifeVantage corporate channel, okay? As you can see, we have 15,000 subscribers, which between you and me, I think is a little bit low, considering in our official LifeVantage distributor group on Facebook, we've got something like 40,000 people in there. We should have more subscribers on our official YouTube channel. So let me go to that page and show you some of the basics of what we have here. Now, first, this is what a channel page looks like on YouTube. As you can see, this is basically the author. This is LifeVantage. Up here is a subscribe button. So in order to subscribe to the LifeVantage channel, so it's easier to find the newest videos that we're posting, you would simply tap on this button or click on this button right here on your own device. Subscribe. So if you hear the sound of my voice and you haven't subscribed to the LifeVantage YouTube channel yet, now is a really great time to do so. And as you can see on this page, at the top we have our featured video, and this is the animated video that introduces both biohacking, nutrigenomics, and our vitality stack to all in one video. It's 4 minutes and 44 seconds, and that is the featured video that we currently have on our channel. And as you scroll down, we've organized our videos into certain categories to make it easier to find the most popular videos. So the first section here is the About LifeVantage section. And as you can see here, these are our most shared videos. We have the What is Aging video, which is going to be talking about both Nerf 1 and Nerf 2 and how that helps the aging process at the cellular level. We've got the LifeVantage where nutrigenomics go to work. which shows some stories of different people and what they've been able to achieve with the LifeVantage opportunity. We've got the Vitality Stack video. We've got the video about our compensation plan with our Senior Vice President of Field Development, Dave Fleming, and a few other videos that are our most popular ones, all in the About LifeVantage section. Next, we have the LifeVantage technology section, and there's two main groups of content in the LifeVantage technology section. First, you've got the LifeVantage app training modules that we built to make it easier to get introduced to the basic features of the LifeVantage app. And next, you've got yours truly, Tech Tuesday, right here. So this is another way that you can see the back catalog of Tech Tuesday episodes that we shot previously. Now, today is the 61st episode. We didn't think it made sense for us to upload every single archival episode to YouTube because after a while they get kind of antiquated. A feature that we might have released, a year ago may not apply any longer to the current landscape. That's how quickly we're moving. So if I remember right, we have about 12 episodes in our backlog in the Tech Tuesday library here. Next, we have a section called LifeVantage Products, and that is exactly what you would expect. These are all product videos all in one section to make that easier for you to find. Next, we have our
Sherry, you're killing me. I cannot hear a thing.
There's a high percentage of parents who choose not to be able to success. But my mind is my business. There's a guarantee. A life I should have found is not enough. I go to the conference like the non-emotional. I do that for my whole life for the next 5 years. I became a very chat. That's not my purpose. That's to work out. If I was guaranteed, so I got my parents to talk. Parents, yes. My parents, not yes. So what I want to do is set you guys up to help directly, not go over your fast, but it's passive. That's what you said. It's strictly about you. It's not to have a reason. So that's like I want to do. I want to be great. If it doesn't like that, I'm doing it. So like that, I'm July 27th. And I want you to write that July 4th. And that is right now. And right below that, I'm going to whatever you do, you'll be able to do. July 7th. Like a month. And July 7th. Whatever. And then I can break down the difference. And I want you to do this with this guy as much as you do someone. That's not that. I don't have it. And I want you to understand this. That way. And it should be focusing on this. So much as you can. Multiple. And then the whole idea. What happens is this focus. You want to have it. What happens in your life? Like you don't. So that's all. You write that number at the top. Now, when you have 12 contacts, 12,000 contacts, I want you to do this next step. Now, this next step is where I want you to write that every single $1,000 above. Now, I know it sounds like a lot, but this helps me help you get this whole $1,000. So one night, I want you to write that every single $1,000. And I want you to categorize it as either a friend, an acquaintance, or chicken. So an example, Aaron, would he be a friend, an acquaintance, or would he be someone who knows it's chicken? Bob, friend, acquaintance, Charlie, friend, acquaintance, etc. I want you to do that over and over and over until you have every single contact written down. Now, we don't have to contact everybody, but it just helps me help you get this whole group of friend, an acquaintance, or chicken list. So an example, Aaron, would he be a friend, an acquaintance, or would he be someone you don't even know, so he's a chicken list? Bob, friend, acquaintance, chicken list. Charlie, friend, acquaintance, chicken list, etc. And I want you to do that over and over and over until you have every single contact written down.
Now, we don't have to contact everybody, but it just helps me help you get this whole thing about. Second step, once you have all the names written down, I want you to put a star by everyone with their driving license. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video and complete this step right now for your purpose. So, go and pause it. Now we'll go back. Okay, so next up, we have all your people, we have them categorized. Now how do we get them to sit down and take a look? So, with the technique I'm about to show you, this technique, I've been able to get thousands of people to sit down by doing what I'm about to teach you. We've got farmers, we've got teachers, we've got corporate attorneys, we've got doctors, we've got stay-at-home moms, we've got dead broke people, we've got multi-millionaires, we've got teenagers, we got grandmas. This works, so pay very, very close attention. So, what I want you to do is I want you to start with a schedule. I want you to write down the day it is today. Today, for me, it's Monday. And then I want you to write down the 2 days after that. So write down the next 3 days. In my case, it's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I want you to pick out a couple of 30-minute time slots you have throughout the day. So on Monday, I have 3, a 9, a 10:30, and a 7 p.m. You might have 11, or you might have none. But then you might have 2 on Tuesday, you might have 3 on Wednesday. But I want you right now to stop what you're doing and think about what time slots you have open the next 3 days and then write them down. Now, once you have that done, what do I want you to do now?
Love you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in on our Zoom today, our Team Tropical Biohackers Zoom. We are so fortunate to have somebody I consider a friend and a leader and a mentor and just an incredible businessman and father, Seth Mulder, who really understands this business and does what he says he's going to do, and really, really has the drive and dedication to make, like he likes to say, he doesn't want to just be a Pro 10. He wants to have 10 Pro 10 legs. And this guy is the kind of guy that can make it happen. And he utilizes, every facet that we have, the internet, talking to each other personally, just every aspect of this business he knows how to capitalize on. So I don't want to take much time up because I really want him to have the opportunity to share and for us to get to know him a little bit, because in this business, it's really a wonderful thing to be able to have people like him around to guide us through this process. So without further ado, Mr. Seth Mulder, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thunderous applause. I'm sorry, just kidding. I'm so grateful to be here, and I could just listen to Sarah, guys, because she inspires me. So thank you for sharing this time, allowing me to share this with you guys. And man, I'm so excited. I'm scrolling through the pages here, and a lot of you I know, and some of you I don't, but I'm looking forward. Stephanie and I are looking forward to spending more time in the islands. Okay, I see you, Wendy. I know you're in Vermont, and I know the weather in Vermont and the islands are really similar, so maybe there too, right? No, but I really truly consider you guys family, and I hope you feel that. I'm just going to speak from the heart tonight. I don't even have a script. I have a couple of ideas, so God help me to help you. Okay, but I really believe in what I'm doing. And I believe in what you're doing and I hope that you believe in what you're doing. This is truly so much more than a business, but it is an important business. Don't underestimate the power of what you have and what we have. So I hope I can convey that tonight. For those of you who have been with LifeVantage for more than, I don't know, 2 years. Do anybody over 2 years? Shake your hand at me. Okay, I see a few. Keep shaking until I say, I'm just trying to get an idea. Okay, I'm on screen 2. Okay, less hands on there. I see a few more hands. Okay, that gives me an idea. So some of you been here a couple of years. I've been here 10 years. And I think that this is the most undervalued opportunity in our industry. If any of you thought that you missed the boat or you missed the growth wave, if I thought that was a possibility, I wouldn't be talking to you tonight about what I'm going to be talking about. Because tonight I want to talk about how you can capture the growth. And I'll tell you a little about why I think that this is an incredible, incredible time to be involved. But before I do that, I just want to get a little vulnerable with you. And I just want to talk about the tough times, because I think some of you have probably experienced some maybe a rude awakening, maybe. And if I'm speaking to if everybody else is like, no, I live in the islands and everything is great, so I don't know what you're talking about, then this part isn't dedicated to you tonight. But I just want to let you know that I get what we might call the vicissitudes, the struggles, the blank, we'll just call it blank, fill in whatever word you would use, that comes along, just the tough parts of life. Stephanie and I have been through some personal experiences that have beaten us down or left us not as strong as we'd like to be. We've both been through divorce. If any of you know what that's like, and I'm not talking about the nice amicable ones that just are beautiful, right? The beautiful divorces. If any of you have gone through that, write a book about it. Nobody's going to buy it because nobody else went through it. But, I felt really bad about myself, and I needed people. I needed people who believed in me. I needed people who helped me restructure my life. And you know what? That's what this Ohana is about. Okay, so I'm so into business. I mean, and I'm more into business. I am more like straight and strong, and we're gonna grow this than I ever have been. But I'm also more touchy, feely, aloha, Ohana spirit. Let's all sing Kumbaya, or Lenny Kravitz or something, because I'm going to tell you, people need you. I'm just going to tell you, people need you. I needed people. Okay. I still need people, guys. Depression. Anybody struggle with depression or depressive fits, or we'll call them bad days, or if you just want to even tone it down and call it a bad hair day. I had a lot of bad hair days till I started biohacking my hair, and my hair is doing awesome. I'm more excited about my hair than I have been in a decade. It's fun when your daughter and your wife and your mom all make independent comments. Speaking of which, are you doing hair right now? Somebody's doing hair right now. I love that. Somebody's doing hair right there in the driveway. You gotta love that. But some of you struggle with depression. Some of you don't, and if you don't worry about it for you. But I'm going to tell you, if you've always got a smile like Katie does right now, and maybe you're always beaming, or Sarah, I see you girls smiling. Listen, maybe you aren't struck. Hi, little one. Hi. Maybe you don't struggle with depression, but you know what? A lot of people around you do. And they need you. They need you. And I'm not talking about opening up a counseling shop necessarily. I guess I just want to touch on the human side of our business. Last time I was in a depressive state, Let me think back. About 3 days ago. Because I still have struggles in my life, guys. I'm still, I still struggle with the stinky part of divorce where I don't get to see my kids all the time. And I miss holidays with them. And you know what? That as great as it is, I mean, we have a great lifestyle, guys. We have a great lifestyle. I just got in from running around 5 acres. We live on a 5 1/4 acre here with horses and walnut trees and pasture and all kinds of raccoons and rodents and little kids. And I get to be home. I get to be home with most of my kids, but it's not all peaches and cream here either. And so I was curled up in my bed over the weekend, just because I miss some of my boys. Not just physically, but emotionally when they withdraw from you. And my family, like my parents, my siblings reaching out, hey, what are we doing for Easter? I'm like, oh, we have no plans. We have no plans. It'll be quiet. And then finally, like the day before, I was like, hey, let's do plans. And they're like, what's your problem? And my wife had to kind of go and fill them in and say, listen, and I didn't know this. Thanks, Michelle. My wife's like, Seth gets like this every Easter because I never have my boys on Easter, ever. And I'm going to see them 4 days this month. And for a be-at-home dad, that's a tough burden to carry. So the last time I was depressed and in bed was about 3 days ago. That's my personal story. Doesn't have to be your personal story. Thanks for those of you who are sending kind thoughts in the chats. I appreciate that. But my story is mine, but it's representative of everybody that you know in their life. Everybody. I'm going to tell you, half of the people that you run into in your daily life, half of them, I want you to imagine that half of them have some major, major struggle in their life. I've told you a little about mine. My marriage, my marriage is like freaking amazing. My children, some of those, we have some big struggles. For other person, it's going to be their marriage. Like a good friend of mine who just reached out to me, I would have never thought. He's like, Seth, we're going through a really tough time. Really tough time. I'd love some insight. For some of you, it's going to be a host of other things. But if you just imagine that everybody that you meet, imagine that half of that everyone has a major, significant struggle or burden going on in their life right now. And more than half of the time, you will be right. I don't know who that was for, but there it is. I'll deliver it with a ribbon. And we can do so much good. We can do so much good. Yes, through the hard numbers of the business. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. You want to go serve more? You want to spread the aloha spirit and the ohana spirit and all the other good things around the world? Guess what? It takes time and money. Yes, it takes hearts. Okay? But if you have funds and time to do it, it's hard for people to be prepared to open their hearts to change their lives when they're hungry, when their children are hungry. So anyway, Daisy, this is being recorded. Sorry your phone's about to die, but sending you lots of love and just totally appreciate you. Anyway, that's the heart of the business maybe I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to shift gears, and it's going to be a dramatic shift, okay? But I just want to share my love. Thank you for letting me share some of my story, being a little vulnerable. But that's who I am. And this is a family business. I'm surprised you're not going to see any kids running around, probably because they're eating dinner right now or dessert or something, because otherwise they'd be in here hanging on me. And you'd see that part of our business as well. Okay. So if you get depressed, if you're frustrated, if you wonder why people aren't listening to you as much as you want them to, get used to it. They're never going to listen to you as much as as you want them to. but you just focus on the right activities. And I'm going to share some of that with you tonight. Number one, I want us to talk really briefly about mindset. There have been times where I have just really felt like I was pushing and doing the business and following the system and following, doing the activities, what I call IGAs, income generating activities. And I just didn't feel like things were moving. Do you know what I mean? Maybe have you ever been there? I mean, like you're going through the motions, but nothing's happening. And that happens sometimes. I mean, I've been watching just a very, very little, very, very little. The NBA playoffs. I love basketball. It's one of my true passions in life. I always say basketball unites the world. After the game, right? On the court, it might be fierce. But I love listening to champions. And I'm not even a Houston Rockets fan, okay? I'm not anti-Houston, but I was listening to what's his name? The shooter on Houston Rockets. I'm not even a fan of his. You guys know who I'm talking about. Anyway, you might know who I'm talking about. He's amazing. He had his worst game ever against the Utah Jazz. Hey, that's my hometown, guys. That's my home team, right? And we were beating the whole game. They ended up beating us. Third game, went up 3-0. And he shot 15 shots in a row and missed every single one of them, guys. Okay, this is all-star, leader in the team, right? Multiple all-stars. Going to be they may, they're going to battle and they'll be in some finals, whether it's the finals or Western Conference Finals. James Harden, by the way, is his name. The guy with the big, sweet old beard. The only beard I've ever seen that's better was mine. My old one. But he missed 15 shots in a row, guys. Went for 0 for 15, and it was actually the worst game of his career, shooting-wise. And somebody asked him, the silly reporters, like, James, how did you feel? You went 0 for 15. How did you feel about that? He's like, I don't know. Did I? I just kept shooting. That's what shooters do. Shooters shoot. I don't have time to tell you about my I am a shooter story about my son Benjamin last year. You can find it. Wendy, you can ask Wendy Colley. She knows where it is on one of those audios. But guys, girls, friends, don't worry about it. The mindset of the champion, the mindset of the amateur is I've shot 15 shots and I haven't made any. Oh no. Or why isn't this working for me? Why aren't the shots falling for me? What's wrong with me? Or who's doing this to me? Or they're guarding me too close. It's, everything is pointing at the wrong direction. Pointing at the ref, pointing at the basket, pointing at your plate, your team, pointing at the enemy, the other team. Many of you point at yourself, what's wrong with me? And you know what? Here's the problem. You want to say, where is the problem? Whose problem is it? Whose fault is it? And here's a bomb. I'm going to drop a nugget right here. It's asking the right questions can change your life. Dwelling on the wrong questions can keep you in a state of lack of progression. The question isn't whose fault is this? That's the wrong question. Even asking that question, it will keep you stunted. Don't even ask that question. It's like when bad things in your life happen, the wrong question is, why me? Why is this happening to me? If you ask that question, you will never, ever, ever get a right answer that's going to put you anywhere closer to where you want to be. But you're dwelling on asking the wrong question is going to keep you where you are. Asking the right questions can totally liberate you. The question isn't what's wrong with me. The question is, what do I need to keep doing? What do I need to start doing? What do I need to keep doing? James Harden, he got the mind of a champion. He just said, you know what? They were contesting my shots. They're doing a really good job on defense. Acknowledging the facts. Don't, cover your eyes and try to, make believe, oh, I'm great, or I'm great, or everybody's going to listen to me, make up some phony mumbo jumbo, about how everything's going to be great, or, I'm just in this, just focus on the things that will bring you success or have brought you success in the past. okay? And ask the right questions. What do I need to do now? What do I need to learn? The question is never, why is this happening to me? The question is, what can I learn from this? And what do I do with that now? Okay. So that's enough for mindset right now. Let's go into some hardcore skill set. Okay. So we've talked about heart tonight and just the soul of the business and the soul of a human being. We've talked a little about mindset. And some of you need to get a better mindset. Guess what? Read the books that are gonna put you there. What to say when you talk to yourself. If you struggle with, and I have, guys, I've struggled a lot with that my whole life. Just mindset. What am I? The voice inside my own head. I remember, and all of this is still happening after I'm a Pro 10, people. Okay, meaning I'm still fighting those battles. I'm winning a lot of the battle, and that's why I'm a Pro 10. Okay, but I'm still struggling with some of the problems that help me get to where I am. I've overcome a lot of them, but some of those skeletons in the closet don't automatically disappear. You just have to continue to fight against them. It's not like you become James Harden or Steph Curry and all of a sudden nobody plays defense on you, and that's why it's easier. You just have become a fighter and a champion so that you can beat the defense more than you used to. The defense still has to be there. Otherwise, there's no game. There's no struggle. There's no glory. There's no championship. Relish the defense. Relish the anti, the adversarial power, the opposite power. There must be an opposite for us to become strong. You were born to experience the pain and to move beyond it. That doesn't mean sometimes you're not going to curl up in bed like I was 3 days ago. I wasted 2 half days, guys. 2 half days of my week within the last 6 days in bed asleep because I didn't want to face the pain or I didn't know what to do with it, right? So I'm giving you all these great nuggets and I don't even do them all the time either. I struggle. I fall down. I trip. I cry. Okay. Skill set. What do you need to do now in order to transform your business? I'm going to throw out something that I'm working on personally. And I'm so excited about this. How many of you are excited about our product offering, what we have from a product standpoint? How many of you believe in these products? How many of you absolutely love these products? You want to share these products? Okay, I see all these hands going up. Okay, great. Thanks for keeping your hands up. I love these products, okay? Love what we're doing, love what we're offering. We may be, and this is the modest side of me. I'm not. For those of you who know, I have a heart. I get passionate, but I'm not a BS talker. Okay, I'm not just going to throw out some BS and throw you some stories and make up some lies and make you promises about what I'm going to do or what's going to happen. I don't. I'm just going to tell you what I believe. Sometimes maybe a little too modestly. Because we need to have bigger visions than we do. I truly believe that. I apologized to Justin Rose today. I had some fly-ins here from South America, Central South America, some good leaders with another Pro 8, awesome girl on fire in my business, in our business. And, before that, I went to Justin. I said, I just apologize. I've been playing too small, guys. I've been playing too small. I just need to open my mind to believe a little more, just to believe a little more, to try a little harder, to see a little more. And you know what? That doesn't just happen overnight. It just happens bit by bit. Just here, it's one brick at a time till you make yourself unstoppable. By the way, great book. Just finished it. Anthony Robles, he spoke at Elite Academy in South Carolina, the National Collegiate All-American and wrestling champion in the 125, the champion, collegiate champion. I just finished his book called Unstoppable. Very, very inspiring. Okay. I would highly recommend it. But again, skill set. I believe that the time has come and is coming and is happening right now for biohacking and nutrigenomics to go through bigger growth phases than we have experienced in the last 10 years. And I'm not just making that up because it sounds good or because I want it to be. You've seen the slide in our presentation. That's from, the whatever, the Marketing Institute. That's not us. I've actually found that study. I found that research on the web. We pulled from that research. We didn't create that research. That nutrigenomics is expected to go from infancy, where we are today, to over $17 billion by 2023. Now, I want you to think about this. There are bigger markets than 17 billion, okay? Hair care is 85 billion. But how many hair care companies are there? And I love our hair care, don't get me wrong. Nutrition, anti-aging, weight management, energy. We compete in all those areas, and that's good. They're growing. It's a great place to be. But this idea of taking products specifically, scientific products that can trigger your genes to do something that they aren't doing right now, that market is being born. It's not like the vitamin market, which is already 60 years old. It's not like the hair care market. Avon, great company, been around for over 110 years, 120 years, okay? We are talking about being in a new market. Now, let me just ask you what you know about life and what you've seen on the news and what your hunches and what you've experienced. Do you think that genetics and programming our genes and that super scientific internal biology stuff, do you think that's going to be a bigger part of our lives or a smaller part of our lives over the next 5 and 10 and 15 and 20 and 50 years? I'm telling you, I think we don't realize. Your hair is beautiful, by the way. Yes, I can see you. You're right in the center of my screen. Okay. I don't think many of us probably realize how big that's going to be. The first step is basically from zero-ish to 17 billion, and that's supposed to be in the next 4 years. Now, I want you to think about it. We own a piece of that market, right? We have the most researched nutrigenomic product in the world. We have the simplest nutrigenomic product in the world. We have the most powerful claim, reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, genomic product. That is the biggest claim in all of supplementation, the biggest claim in all supplementation because of what it means to reduce oxidative stress and how big that is. Guys, ladies, friends, hello. If the market is going to go from 0 to 17 billion or whatever it is, half a billion or a billion right now, wherever it is, right? Infancy to 17 plus billion in 4 years, we've got the number one product. And how many other companies are out there selling genetic products? There are a few, but are there a ton of them? Like there are a ton of vitamin companies and a ton of hair care companies and a ton of nutrition companies and juice companies and personalized nutrition companies and hemp and marijuana companies. Okay. I'm just being really real with you. Okay. I mean, is hemp crazy right now? So stinking crazy. I mean, I got invited to be the potential master distributor of a hemp company 3 years ago. And I thought it's going to be big. Hemp is going to be big and it's going to make a run. But I don't think any of those have the power of the genetic. And here's the deal. How many hemp, just raise your hand if you've heard about hemp recently. This is not an advertisement for hemp companies, right? But I mean, literally, I can't go through my little town here without seeing a billboard. We don't have a billboard in our little town, but without seeing a little banner saying we sell hemp here. I mean, it's like everywhere. Now, what that means is the hemp market's going to grow, but do you know what it also means? It's harder for you to grow because you're competing with 116 horses in the race. Do you know what I'm saying? What makes your hemp special? And then we get into the hemp war. And I'm not picking on hemp. I think it's great. Use hemp. You use all kinds of good products. I got family members hate, hemp. I probably got family members smoking hemp. Okay. Let's just be honest. I do. I know who they are. What I'm saying is that's the same vitamin war. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a vitamin war. It's the juice war. It's the hemp war. Who's at war with? How many people are out there competing with you and saying, ooh, we can reduce oxidative stress by 43%? Nobody. You know why? Because nobody can. Nobody can. Now, at some point, there's going to be somebody who's going to come along, and you know what? That's great, because then we're actually going to have some competition, and competition helps what? All of the good companies go where? Up. Okay? So I'm hoping you see that there's competition out there, because we're not going to own $17 billion. Impossible. What if we can own 20%? That makes this a $3.4 billion company in 4 years. We're at 200 million right now. That would be multiplying us by somewhere between 15 and 17 times. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know, because I'm trying to expand my mind. I'm reading a book about thinking like Steve Jobs right now. So to think about, incredible things. But do you see where this is going? Do you see? I'm just giving you the actual numbers. Is it potential that we could capture 10 to 20% of the world market in nutrigenomics with what we have? I believe that we could. We got a shot. 5% makes us about an $800 million company. That's all. That's all. Okay. 10% makes us a $1.7 billion company. 20% makes us a $3.4 billion company. Basically, can you imagine 150 to 200 master protens instead of what we have right now? Can you imagine thousands and thousands of elites, tens of thousands of people in the premier ranks? Does that make sense? Okay. I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. So here's the deal. And I know I don't have much time, and I probably need to wrap up, Sarah. And Sarah, you'll just chat with me, or I guess disable my microphone when I'm done. Because I've just prepped you for the skills. But if we're going to do that, I think we're in the marketplace. The race is on. The Kentucky Derby, the whatever. I don't do horse racing. I ride horses in the mountains and hunt on horses. I don't race. But whatever that horse race is, okay, we're in it, whether you like it or not. And we're not in the stands, and we're not in the old horse race, and we're not with the nag horses, all the old horses and the beat up horses. We're in the thoroughbreds. We're in the biggest race on the stage in healthcare. Are we going to ride that horse? Right? Our actions will prove that. I believe there are a few things that have to happen in order for us to be a contender in the race. Number one, you must focus on the one or two, right? The 1 or 2 numbers that will drive your business. You must measure the 1 or 2 numbers that predict your success in recruiting and growing your business. I've just repeated what I just said. I'm going to repeat it for the 3rd time. You must track. You must be able to know right now the 1 or 2 numbers that are the engine that is going to pull the rest of the train. No engine, no vacation. Okay? What are those 1 or 2 numbers? Your exposures, the number of people you exposed the information to. Number 2, engagement, the number of people who actually did something, clicked a link, looked at a presentation, listened to the phone call, popped in for 5 seconds of the Starbucks meeting that you were doing. Any of that, right? Exposure, engagement. I can tell you that since February 11th, I have exposed 121 people. I can tell you that 96 of them engaged with the information. You have got to be able to track that number. If you can't track the number one most important number to your business, how can you predict it? Now, okay, if you can't track it, you just have to do a whole bunch of it and hope you've done a whole bunch. Up until February 11th of this year, I never could tell you those numbers effectively, okay, without spending a lot of time. Today, because of technology, I can tell you that number. I can tell you how many this week, I can tell you how many this month, and I can tell you how many since February 11th when I started really getting committed about that. I think you need to do that. And what? You need to be able to have a system where everybody in your team can do the same thing, because it's about duplication. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope you'll buy into that. Okay? Number 2, you must know the duplication model in your sleep. When I come over to Hawaii and Stephanie and I go out to the beach late at night and we come home and pound on your door, aloha, we're here. And Stephanie or I say, what's the 4-step fast track? What's the 4-step duplication model? You're going to be able to say peak, present, follow up, close. And you're going to know what you're going to send them in step 1, peak, and how fast you can get them to step 2, presentation, the same every single time. Whether you're doing it online with a link, or whether it's you or somebody in your team, we're teaching the same thing. You must know that what we're doing for follow-up and what your options are. No questions about, well, what video do I send in step 1, right? And is it this video or this video? Do you know how in the last 2 years in our company, we've had a lot of this, well, Seth, what video are you showing? Remember when I said wrong questions leave you stranded, right? That's the wrong question. What video? That was the wrong question, but we were all asking the wrong question. So guess what we did? Nothing. Good, okay? Peak, present, follow-up, close. And you must simply do those 4 things. Okay, I've got my friend Diana. Where's my friend Diana? Diana's in step 3, okay? I've got my friend Joe. Where's Joe? Joe's in step 4. Where's my other friend Joe? Oh, he just completed step 4 today, baby. Enrolled platinum pack, okay? $200 auto ship. I have to know. And then I just go down the list, every single one of my friends. Thank you, Wendy, for posting that. Hashtag wrong questions leave you stranded. Okay. I just go down my list of friends. And by the way, because of technology, I can go down my list of friends. Tyson, step 3. I sent him step 3 today. Joe, I gave you. Amir, oh, he just converted. Robbie, step 3. Matthew, oh, just converted. Valine, step 3. Palace, step 2. Ray, step 4. Scott, step 2. I'm just reading down my list of my contacts, guys, and I can tell you, I know where every single one of them is. What if you duplicated that through your entire organization? Because you did it personally, and that's what you taught, and that's all you taught. Can you see the power there? Step 1, first thing, skill set, right? Measure the right things, the number 1 or 2 number things that predict your success. Exposure, engagement. Number 2, commit to the duplication model, peak, present, follow up, close, and don't do anything else. Don't stray from that. We have to tell a story simply and powerfully, and rinse and repeat. Not 17 different stories, not 37 different scientific stories. One story, right? Number 3, we got to reward our people, and we got to keep score. We have to keep score. I could tell you that I have accomplished of my weekly goal. And by the way, for everybody in my team, and anybody, if you're on this call, we're part of Aloha. We're part of Biohackers, Tropical Biohackers. I collectively, as a family, call anybody I work with in the world CEOs, because it's time for you to be the CEO, make the executive decisions, and get the executive rewards. Okay. I believe in building offline, but I also believe that there's no way we're going to capture $3.4 billion unless we're online. Do you agree? We're not going to capture $3.4 billion in the next 4 years only doing coffee shop meetings. Keep doing coffee shop meetings, but that's not the only thing that's going to work, right? We have to be able to tell that story faster, more focused, and duplication. And guess what that means? We got to use the internet. Don't stop. Do not stop any positive thing that you're doing right now to grow your business. Okay. Any of those meetings, don't stop any of them. But I'm going to tell you, we have to add the technologies that will help us exponentialize our growth. So we got to keep score. We have to keep score. Do you have a way of keeping score and rewarding your team? Okay. I do. You have to. Okay. I know, by the way, that I've accomplished 100%. I've accomplished 100% of my weekly goal. Okay. I guess I got to go do a 200% now, but I know I've done that. And I can help everybody on my team know where they are. Have you reached your weekly goal? By the way, what I'm promoting right now is 1 engagement a day. Okay. I don't know if that's the right number. I may raise it because I'm like, we're going too slow. Well, 1 new engagement, one new engagement a day. That would be 7 in a week. That would be 28 a month. And if I close 10% of those people, which I'm closing over 10% right now on engagement, okay, within a short period of time. And I've got people in my organization who are closing higher percentage than I am. Some closing less, but I'm saying, listen, 10%, you'd close 2.8, let's just call it 3 people a month. How many of you, if you close 3 customers or 3 distributors or any combination of the above consistently, that would be more than you have in the last 6 months on average, okay? Okay, what if your team did that? So we got to measure the things that that are important, that drive your business. You got to commit to the duplication model. Peak, present, follow up, close, and just get really good at doing that. And more importantly, at mentoring people to do that. By the way, secret sauce. How do you mentor people to peak, present, follow up, close? You do it together. That's how you do it. Get on the phone, get in person, get on the phone, get on Zoom, go to Starbucks, whatever. Go to the park, whatever that takes, and do some, I call it power hour, right? Spend an hour with that person. If they've only got 7 minutes, spend 7 minutes and help them text or call 2 or 3 or 4 people. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't expect people to go do something that they're not doing. Maybe they haven't been taught. Maybe they don't believe in themselves right now. Listen, I needed my wife to believe in me 3 days ago and be with me and commiserate with me, but not let me stay where I was and give me the help I needed to get out of that rut. That's how you mentor. You don't just mentor by saying, go do it, or I'll follow up with you. Hey, let's do it together. Does that make sense? Super, super powerful. Okay. So that's the skill sets. Measure those things that really are going to drive your engine, exposure, engagement. Number 2, commit to the duplication model and just get really, really good at that. So you can help people move from 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then keep score. RAP, R-A-P. Recognize, appreciate, praise. RAP people for doing any good thing. Man, I could keep going, but I don't have time. I'll have to save some good stuff for later. When you do those things that we just talked about tonight, you approach your business with heart. You work on your mindset. You don't just put your mindset on like a pair of pants or like a skirt or a swimsuit. I don't. It's something you just work on. Okay. You just work on one day at a time, one page at a time. Okay. You build yourself like one layer at a time. And then you work on that skill set. When you start to do that, I'm telling you, great things happen. I've sponsored several distributors since February 11th. Platinum packs, by the way. Okay. I've got others just upgrading to distributor this week. I've got people verbally committed to product, and I've got more customers that have started. Pro Tandem, yes. Double Pro Tandem, yes. Vitality Stack, yes. Vitality Stack plus add-on products, yes. My average customer order is higher than it has ever been. Mainly because I'm doing these skill set that I'm talking to you about right now, okay? And I'm talking about in the last 8 weeks, 9 weeks. It's totally like I'm on fire, okay? I could tell 2 stories. I only have time for one short one. I get a call. And when you do all of that, good things happen. I just enrolled a Platinum Pack friend today who's been sitting around for 5 months doing nothing. Okay. Even longer. When I say sitting around, hasn't enrolled, I took him through the process. He got to a certain point and then died on me. Okay. Then February, I put him back into step one. What's step one? Okay. I heard Wendy say it, peak. Okay. I put him back to peak in February, did nothing. Followed up with him a week later, did nothing. Followed up with him in March, did nothing. Followed up with him on Friday. Okay. Michelle, how did I re-engage with him? I followed up with him last Friday during a power hour. I was mentoring about 6 or 7 other people on Friday, but I use my mentoring time isn't just go do this. My mentoring time is, hey, we're taking 15 minutes. We're going to peak right now. Do you understand how to do it? Yes, I do. Okay, let's go do it. Oh, you don't? Okay, let me walk you through that. Okay. So in this case, everybody on the power hour knew what to do. Okay. So I said, great, let's go do that. I went back to him. He was in step 1, peak. He had not watched the video. So I'm taking him back because he's in step 1. There's no step 2, 3, or 4 until he does step 1. I called him. I said, Joe, hey man, how are you doing? He's like, Seth, we do need to talk. I do want to talk. I said, awesome. And then what step was he in? Step 1. Joe, if I send you a 1-minute survey today, can you fill it out today? Just 1 minute. He's like, absolutely. Email it to me. I emailed him that day. He didn't look at it that day, but he did the next day. That was Friday. So that became Saturday. Then we're on to Sunday. I'm in church. I'm taking communion, guys. My phone is off, right? It's on vibrate, but you never know if I'm going to get an emergency call. I've got sons that don't live with me full time, so I make myself available to them. So it's on silent, but my phone starts blowing up during communion, during the sacrament, okay? And I'm like trying to sing and be religious, and change my heart and be better. And it's blowing. Joe clicked the link. Joe filled out the survey. Joe clicked the next link. Joe's just become a hot prospect. Joe just texted me and said, I want to talk to you tomorrow at 11:30 a.m., right? Just good things. We had a great talk yesterday, and he enrolled today. And this is what he said to me. He said, Seth, thank you for waking me up. By the way, yesterday, he was going to settle for being a Vitality Stack customer. And I said, I'm going to send you the video on money. Again, I just kept him moving. We went from step 1 to step 2 to step 3, okay, to step 4, yesterday was basically step 2, 3, and 4, ladies. It's 2, 3, and 4 yesterday. And he only started, even though I tried to peak him in February, he actually started the peak on Saturday and Sunday, okay? So once people decide to move, man, that we can really compress that time frame, right? So Michelle, I just said, hey, listen, if I send you this 1 minute, if I send you a 1-minute survey, can you fill it out today? Right? And that was it, Michelle. That's what I said. And he said he would. And boom, it happened. He's already got somebody else ready. And he's like, to join, right? And he's on fire. It's awesome. Okay. Hey, she can come here. Hey, I'm talking to these beautiful people right here. Come here. And then I need to say goodbye. You can sit on my lap, but it's time to be quiet. Okay? No talking right now. Okay? I get a call today from a Minnesota number. I don't recognize this number. And if anybody calls me from an unrecognizable number, it's a telemarketer. That's just the way it is on my phone these days, guys. I answer the phone. Very rare for me. Very rare. Hello, is this Seth? I said, if this is the IRS, I am not Seth. You can call back on a different day. Otherwise, this is Seth Mulder. She starts laughing hysterically. She's like, Seth, this is Diana. I knew Diana in 2002 when I started my dress companies as my first entrepreneurial endeavor. She was a customer of mine. She owned a wedding dress store. Okay, I sold her goods, right? I called her several years ago. I don't remember. I called her several years ago and tried to recruit her. And she never did anything, never wanted to do anything, right? She calls me today. Hey, Seth, I figured, oh, guess what? She's seen the light. She's joined some company and she's recruiting me. And I was totally cool with that. I was prepared for that. She's like, Seth, do you remember a couple of years ago you called me about some vitamin MLM that you were doing? I'm like, yeah, I remember. And she's like, well, like, what are you doing these days? Are you still doing that? And yes, Sarah, I'm done. I'm done right here. I apologize no, I don't apologize. Thank you for spending time with me today, and let me wrap up here in 90 seconds or left, guys. She's like, are you still doing that? I said, are you kidding me? Thank you, Sarah. I won't apologize. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm about to start the biggest run of my career. I'm super excited. She's like, really? Well, I have a friend, and I sold my wedding dress store because I was sick of that, and I've been doing this job, but I'm just not satisfied. And so I have a friend who did a little MLM, and I talked to her about you. Remember, I don't remember when I talked to her. It's been years since I've talked to her, okay? Years since I've recruited her. And she said, and my friend said, well, maybe you should call him and see what company he's doing. And I'm still waiting for her to say, and so I joined that company, and I'm calling to say, Seth, will you look at my business? And I would have said, I would love to look at your business. I'm super engaged. I'm starting the biggest thing in my career, but I will support you. You show me what you've got. That would have been my answer. I would not have tried to recruit her directly. And she's like, well, Seth, do you like work with other people? Are you like looking for other people to work with? I'm like, Diana. She's like, what's the next step? I said, Diana, I love your type of, I love who you are and what you've done. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I am looking for people right now. Well, Seth, what's the next step? I said, the next step is I'm going to send you a 1-minute survey, a 1-minute survey, and a 5-minute video. I just want you to watch those. Will you do that tonight? She says, absolutely. I said, I'm sending it right now. Okay. She clicked on that survey immediately. I know how much money she wants to make, by the way, 30 grand a month. I know she's not satisfied with what she's making right now. I know she's open to making more money. I know that she wants to own her own business. I know she wants to run it online. And I know exactly what she hates about her current income lifestyle. Not enough free time, an uncertain future, right? Or whatever her answers were. I know those exact answers. I know that she watched 100% of the video, the corporate video. And then she clicked on and watched 28-minute presentation, the full overview. The lady called me today after years, guys. She's gone through step 1. She's gone through step 2. I texted her, said, thank you so much. I love your answers. What did you like? She's like, I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. I'm driving in the rain now. I pulled off to text you. Will you call me tomorrow? I want to know more. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing this with me. That's what happens. You will attract more of that when you get your heart, your mindset, and just go get the skill set. Sarah, thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, Seth, we're so glad that you could be here with us tonight. And thank you so much for taking your time out and your beautiful family. And everybody, thank you so much for staying on and listening. This is wonderful. And Seth, we look forward to learning more from you and hearing more about your online presence and everything that you do, and maybe setting up a Tropical Biohackers Power Hour sometime soon. And hopefully seeing you out in Hawaii sometime very soon. Hopefully
Absolutely.
in the fall. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone for signing in, and aloha. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Seth.
Thank you so much.
Aloha.
Thanks so much, Seth.
Can you say aloha?
Aloha.
All right.
Aloha.